what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man, who? It's your partner, man, who? It's your partner, man, who? You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this Thinking Through Tragedy Thursday? You say Thinking Through Tragedy Thursday. What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, but before I do that, what's good? People like he, ha ha, Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Swing that finger, young man. Worldwide INC. What you say, bro? Worldwide Incorporated. Worldwide. They say, bro. What does that mean? I say it means everybody, bring it on in, everybody included, man. You know what I'm talking about? And Dougal Cutthroat, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Mike. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player comes next. Get well soon, Ma, rooting for you, man. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing, everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head there. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it, to get to it, man. Let's get through these disclaimers, but before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. Classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Mama say breast and whiskers when you on TV, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now, good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug usage, drug sellage, alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippers. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. No, man. I don't promote shh. They was talking to me, I don't promote shh. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we don't know how much of it we got, man. But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced, no, man. Good brother like myself, man, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, man, no, man. Good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I ain't got nothing against the little people, man, no, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest, man. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. What'd you say, brother? Love. You know what I'm talking about? Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? All right, check it out. Come fuck with a nigga one time, man. Man, what's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing? How's y'all doing on this, Thinking Through Tragedy Thursday? They say, bro, what you talking about? We finna get into it, man. You saying? Shout out to all the niggas who don't be holding grudges, but be holding us. And you gaining some weight. God damn, man. They say, why you walk with it like that, nigga? It's about that nigga ain't nobody else is, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Man, off subject a little bit, man. I was just in there watching these motherfucking things, bro. That shit been on all morning, bro. It say, all for my man, right? And this ain't got nothing to do with my day. I'm just glad I got common sense, bro. I'm just watching some shit, man. They done went through the long backstory. The bitch, out here, the pimp, the bitch get pregnant, fucking with somebody else. She done went to Atlanta and went in the sex club, a strip club or something. Bitch like only 16 or something like that. So the bitch, before she even meet the pimp, she done met some other DJ nigga at the club. He done got her pregnant. He done cut. Then she ran into this other motherfucker she presumed was a trick, but it was or this is what they say. It was the pimp. They got a long old backstory and all this old shit. And now the pimp got him out there turning tricks. He done turned her out. Now he got her out there robbing people. And he told her to go do this and go do that, right? So they done went over there, they done, I guess they done killed the trick, one of these dope dealer dudes or whatever, right? Her and another now. They explained the other bitch is a new turnout. So she wouldn't even wanted this, now they talking about the pimp. They saying the pimp having these hoes do all this shit, right? Now they say the other bitch that went with her, she knew. She don't even know what's going on. So she's supposed to be training her and all this shit, right, man? Coffee Chronicles. So in the end, these bitches done robbed, killed like 3 motherfuckers. So them hoes went down or whatever. They got life. Now this is why I'm glad I got common sense, folks. At the end of this whole thing, they said, and do you know through it all and through all of this, they never had anything to say about their pimp. They never even said anything about the pimp. They never told on him or anything. They kept quiet about the pimp. Now that's the part that caught me right there, right? Because if them hoes never said nothing about the pimp, How the fuck y'all even come up with that bullshit ass backstory? TV will play you, folks. So if they never said nothing about this pimp, bro, how did y'all just create this story on what would happen? You know what I'm talking about? They'll create a narrative on your ass, won't they? And at the end, the cops were saying, man, the pimp, he's just still out there, man. Do you realize they did that whole motherfucking segment right there just to shine light on that pimp? This is what these people, and this is why I be telling y'all about these police and all this shit you see on the news and all that shit, bro. These people just came up there and came up with their own story of what they think happened. You know what I'm talking about? How the fuck did they even get this bullshit ass story if them bitches never even said nothing about the pimp and the pimp's still out there free? Use your own common sense, bro. So if these hoes never said nothing about the pimp, how the fuck did y'all just come up with this whole bullshit ass story? This is what the pimp did. No, they just put that shit out there because the pimp's still out there and they just want to put the pimp name in your head. You know what I'm talking about? So if you see him out there, they just, the way they try to paint a nigga. The bitches went down for the murders they did. The pimp wasn't there, nothing else. Somehow they mad at this bitch because they don't want these. They want these hoes somehow to tell them the nigga probably that didn't have nothing to do with that shit. You get what I'm saying? But this is the way they work, bro. But if you watching that shit, you would think that the pimp talked these hoes into doing shit, bro. Because that's what they want you to believe. Even though the police said at the end of the thing, they never even mentioned the pimp. His name never came up. So if the pimp name never came up and these hoes never told you nothing about the pimp that they were supposed to be prostituting for, how the fuck did y'all get this bullshit ass backstory about this is what the pimp did to the hoes? Coffee Chronicles, bro, you gotta stay woke. They'll play with you. They'll create a believable story. They'll create a sympathy factor for your ass to believe. So if these hoes never said nothing about the pimp, man, how did y'all just create this backstory on the pimp? This is what the pimp did, bro. You know what I'm talking? Man, you gotta pay attention, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. But thinking through tragedy, man, you know what I'm talking about? It's just that right there. In this life right here, bro, you gonna go through tragedy. Do you get what I'm saying? And how far you get through that shit, how it end up laying on you and all that shit, it's gonna be dependent on how you can think through that shit. You know what I'm talking about? And I feel sorry for y'all now because the shit that y'all think is tragedies just be a nigga dropped his peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all been made that shit the end of the world. You know what I'm talking about? But thinking through tragedy, because you know how we live in these days where everybody, nigga, if that was me, you know what I'm talking about? I told you why it ain't good doing that. Because you'll talk yourself up on seeing that same situation, just so you can see if you'll really do what you said you was gonna do. You know what I'm talking about? That has happened to me many a time in my life. I'm not bullshitting with you. That's why you should watch what you let come up out your mouth. Because, man, I wish I was there and all that other shit, bro. The universe will put you on stage. It'll make sure you'll get a chance to be there. Then see what you'll do. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Thinking through tragedy. But that's gonna, how fast you can think when shit going on, bro, is gonna depend on how you gonna maneuver through the shit that's going on. Because that shit sound good as a motherfucker when you be analyzing somebody else's life, talking about if that was you and all that, because I told y'all we have a habit of Monday morning quarterbacking other people's life. So we be looking at their situations while we not in that threat of danger they was in. So you just got your free mind. Your mind ain't up under duress. Your mind ain't got to speed up or nothing because you just in the safety of watching the next person incident. You know what I'm talking about? So it's easy to say what you was going to do when the danger ain't near. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. Now, being inside that danger is a little bit different. You know what I'm talking about? And you ain't gonna know what the fuck you'll do until you get inside that danger. That's why I keep telling y'all running around here talking about what a man is and alpha and all. You ain't gonna know until a man's situation occur. You know what I'm talking about? What kind of man you is. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna know what's up in you until it's time to bring it out. You know what I'm talking about? See, because we could sit here and say, see, if you say about 6-7 motherfuckers walked up on you, you know what I'm talking about? That'll let you know who you is right there. And you knew you was finna fight. You couldn't avoid this fight. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if you had thoughts like, these niggas, I know they finna jump me, but I'm finna hit this nigga right here in his mouth. one of these niggas gonna feel me. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all might get a hold of me, but y'all gonna be teasing whichever one of y'all got fired on by the breath. You know what I'm talking about? The rest of the friends gonna be teasing the one that got, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The rest of your friends gonna be teasing you about how you was getting done with before they had to help you. So the joke ain't gonna just be on me, it's gonna be on one of you niggas too. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's gonna be on one of you niggas too. You know, couple the rest of your friends gonna be laughing at you. You know what I'm talking about? About how I got my hands on you and I was body slamming you. You know what I'm talking about? Before they had to come over there and help you. But if you ain't got no thoughts in your head like that right there, you might not be you might not have as much fight up in you as you think you got. Yeah, you might not. I ain't fucking with him. I'm gonna leave him alone. They don't listen to me. You know what I'm talking about? Thinking through tragedy. But that's gonna be a crucial part in your life. Because we all sit around and say what we would have did, nigga, if that was me and all that shit right there, bruh. But when you in them real life situations, bruh, how fast you think is gonna be depending on how you handle that situation right there, bruh. Because I don't know if y'all ever been in no serious shit, bruh. But it's just like how they say the quarterback, how that clock speed up in his head. You know what I'm talking about? After you get sacked a couple times, it'd be something like that, bruh. The world will move too fast for your mind. That's how a nigga get caught like a deer in headlights. You know what I'm talking about? Because the shit happening too fast. The shit happened faster than your mind could react to it. You get what I'm saying? And if you ain't never had to think your way up out of a situation when they speed your mind up, you probably shouldn't be talking that much. Because you don't know what the fuck you'll do. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't never even had to think or you ain't never had to perform when your mind was sped up. Nigga, you ain't never looked the blitz down, you ain't never looked down at the blitz, nigga, and stayed in the pocket. No, you ain't never looked at the blitz and stayed in the pocket, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Still completed the pass. So, thinking through tragedy, you get what I'm saying? And that shit right there is gonna have a lot, that's gonna have everything to do with probably your safety and everything else, bro. Cause you'll be surprised, out of all this, the people that you hear talking this shit, out of all this shit we talking, bro, you'll be surprised how motherfuckers really, react, when that pressure really be on. You know what I'm talking about? It's easy to look good in a water fight, a balloon fight or something. You know what I'm talking about? It's a little bit different. You know what I'm talking about? When gunshots be going off and shit, and you really got to be that nigga out the transporter and shit, nigga, you really, you know what I'm talking about? And you really got, you know what I'm talking about? You really got to be your own stunt man like Tom Cruise and shit. It's a little bit different then, folks. When you up under them lights, yeah, it's a little bit different. And depending on how you think, thinking through tragedy, you know what I'm talking about? It's going to be dependent on how far you get in whatever situation you come across. Because, and like I said, I feel so bad for y'all now because y'all just label shit tragedy that don't even be tragedy, bro. Y'all just label something to be angry about, sad about. You'll just say anything a tragedy, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all be talking about shit a tragedy that you could fix, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But, and this shit go all around the board, bro. Because as long as you alive, bro, you're going to be going through some tragedies. I ain't talking about the ones that you label tragedy, but you just going to be going through some shit all while you're alive, bro. And how your mind think and how you just, how you see the shit you going through, bro, it's going to have to do with a lot with your progress, or it's going to have a lot to do with your stunting of your growth. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Because it's all about the way you see it. You know what I'm talking about? It's all about the way you think, nigga. It's all about the way you think when shit really going on. You know what I'm talking about? That's why they be saying fight or flight. Because you'll hear a lot of these niggas talking shit. Then when the lights come on, you'll see a nigga doing a Usain Bolt. You know what I'm talking about? But not just know, like, you in a situation, bro. Just like shit happen, your mind might pass. You might lose a kid. You might lose somebody that's close to you. Just a bunch of shit could happen, bro. But depending on how you think through all that shit is happening, bro, it's gonna be depending on how you fare coming out the end of that shit that happened. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. With that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember, it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love. You know what I'm talking about, worldwide, like, ugh.